Shalom, call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachakwadash. Double honors unto our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Much peace and blessings to all you sons of Akim out there that's pushing this 100% truth with all sincerity, faith, and with charity. This is your brother Ash from the Great Millstone Miami camp, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Goal in this lesson is edifying unto the elect. This is going to be a lesson, quick lesson, Lord willing, on the importance of having the skill of disarming someone. Okay? How to disarm someone. Within this truth is a very important skill that we must all try our best to cultivate. Okay? This thing of ours, this truth is all about being an effective communicator when it comes to actually teaching this truth. When it comes to bringing out the scriptures, doing these lessons, and, especially going out on the highways and the byways where people can walk right up to the camp, ask questions, right? Or scoff or, attempt to discredit what we're saying or attempt to disrupt what's going on. Okay, and we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai that all these people in the world, they all have spirits on them. Okay, this physical realm is governed by principalities, powers, okay, supernatural beings, entities, and which are the angels, the sons of the Most High, okay, on the right hand and on the left. And these people that are not in this truth, they are governed by left hand entities, left hand spirits, which we would call demons, okay, which are just left-handed angels, sons of God that work on the left hand side, okay, that are under the authority of the spiritual demon Satan, the chief left hand entity, the chief left hand angel, which answers to Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai, who is the top entity right underneath the Most High himself, and he has power over the right and the left. Okay, and he himself is the right hand of the Most High. So when these people come up to the camp, they either have a spirit on them to not get the truth, to a spirit, that left hand spirit, to either blind them so that they don't receive the word because they're not of the elect, or to disrupt someone else from receiving the word. Okay? And we're as we get closer and closer to the end, these left-hand spirits are going to turn up to attempt to combat the spirit of the Lord, to combat the right-hand side, which is what governs this ministry. Okay? So, these people with these left-hand spirits that come up to the camp, especially, but even in your day-to-day life, at work, at the store, and on your comings and goings, whether you're alone, whether you're with family, whether you're with brothers, okay, there are spirits on all these people, and they know who we are. They know that we serve Yahweh Yahweh Shai. The spirits can see what everybody is involved in. So these spirits that's on these people, the people themselves may not know what we're involved or what's what, but those spirits that's governing them, they know everything. Okay, the word demon itself literally means intelligence higher than a man, but lower than God. Okay? So we have to know how to spiritually disarm these people, you know, we have to be the spiritual snake charmers of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. These people, they're snakes. These people, they got spirits on them. Okay? And we have to learn how to deal with these different spirits, how to deal with these different people. When these spirits come up to the camp, when they cause confusion, when they, start problems with you, you can't go tit for tat with them. You got to know how to deal with them spirits. You can't get carnal, right? You're going to always have these situations arise. And that is the time where you have to use wisdom and disarm that person. That person attacking you verbally, and it could be leading to getting physical. Wisdom can prevent that. Wisdom can stop that, which is what we want. Because we're not tough guys. Yahushua said what? Be ye wise as a serpent, as serpents, yet harmless as doves. So we're not tough guys. Of course, we're going to defend ourselves if things get physical, but especially when we're on the highways and the byways, when we're teaching, we have to do everything we can to stay as far away as, getting physical with somebody or getting in an altercation or even an argument, because that's not what we're here for. We're not out here to argue with people. Okay, we're gonna teach the scriptures. If somebody don't get it, if as the scripture after 1 or 2 admonitions, you send them up the block. If somebody can't get it, we moving on. We're not going back and forth. Okay? So I found this article. With all that said, I found this article, right? This is from choosingtherapy.com, titled 16 Phrases to Disarm a Narcissist. Okay, now this is I'm doing this lesson on how to disarm people in general. Everybody, no matter who it is, right? But at the end of the day, majority of these people in the world are narcissists, as the scriptures forewarn us that in the last days, roughly paraphrasing, men shall be lovers of themselves, which is what a narcissist is. And it's gonna tell you exactly what is a narcissist. Okay, I'm gonna jump down. It says, what is a narcissist? A narcissist is someone who suffers from narcissistic personality disorder, and as a result, views themselves in a higher than thou attitude, right? Or holier than thou, right? Where they believe they are more special and deserving of things. They tend to have a diagnosis of narcissistic personality disorder, which is marked by grandiose thinking, an inflated sense of ego, a lack of empathy, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. What's that? A lack of empathy. And a need to be admired by all. They often have deep-rooted insecurities and fears which are covered by these narcissistic traits. And that is the majority of people in Babylon the Great, in America. Throughout the world, because the wine of Babylon has spread through the world, but mainly here in America. What we just read, these different traits they call narcissistic traits, damn near everybody you meet on a day-to-day basis can fall under this category. And the scriptures forewarn us of this. Okay, let me what's that? 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, meaning all hell's gonna break loose. Why? For men shall be lovers of themselves, lovers of their own selves. Okay, what's that? Narcissists. Okay. Okay, now of course you are to love yourself, take care of yourself, treat yourself good. The scriptures speak about that. Okay? But this type of love that the scriptures is talking about, let's actually go into the word. Okay, lovers of their own selves, philatos, right? Going back to philos, which means love, and auto means self. Too intent on one's interests, selfish. See, so they go going overboard. You too into yourself, you don't care at all about nobody else. That's how these people move. That's how they have been programmed from birth, is to seek after self preservation, self glorification. Okay, American society is based upon self. It's not based upon others. It's not based upon serving others. It's not based upon family, structure, unity. Everybody is for themselves. Everybody's on their own. That's the vibration in America. Okay? Especially on these women, especially on these young people, Gen Z, that's been raised on Instagram. Right? Don't even know how to socialize. These young people, they don't even know how to talk. They really don't even know how to talk. They have no communication skills. Right? People don't even say hi to each other. Especially down here in Miami. You you know, if you're not from down here, you from another place in the South, you come down here, you like, damn, these people are mean as hell. Yes. Everybody's for themselves. Everybody's stressed. Nobody have time to care about somebody else. Right? That's the state of the current earth, and the scriptures tell us that we will be in this state. Right? Let's read again. 2 Timothy 3 and 2. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, meaning you want what other people got. Right? And of course, social media, Instagram has helped bring this into fruition. You seeing what other people got. You just looking, and they're not going to post. Nobody posts when they going through hell, going through hard times. They just post good times. So you looking at people and you just think they just living a life. You don't even know that the life you're living is really better than them. But you don't know that. So you're in a constant state of covetousness. Just looking and scrolling. Looking, you know what they say, comparison is the thief of joy. So you don't even have the ability to appreciate and be gracious for what the Lord has already given you, because you're so focused on what other people got. That's the spirit of this world, right? Boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. Okay? So it goes on, but that was the point that I wanted to bring out, showing you that the majority of the people on earth are narcissists. So, you know, that's why you see the word narcissist popping up more and more, especially these women. They like to call every man a narcissist when they're the biggest narcissists, right? But a lot of these men are narcissists. That's true. Okay. Now let's get into it a little deeper. It says key phrases to disarm a narcissist. Dealing with a narcissist can be difficult, whether they are your parents, or so like your partner, parents, boss, or mother-in-law. These arguments and fights that ensue with narcissists are extremely draining and emotional and can impact your mental health. And again, all these people are narcissists. There's levels to it though, but they all narcissists, right? All these people think they better than the next person. There's only very few people you'll come across that are actually humble. And if any, you know, the only true humble people are the brothers. Okay? Knowing these phrases can be a key step in cutting a narcissist off. Right? So let's look at some of these. It says, 1, your anger is not my responsibility. Right? I can't control how you feel about me. That's a good one, right? I hear what you're saying. Yeah, that's Jake. I hear what you're saying. You know, I find myself saying that often, even on the line. Somebody come up talking some shit. I hear what you're saying, and then you hit them back with the scriptures. You know, that see, it says this allows the narcissist to feel heard, even if you don't agree with what the fuck they saying. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you saying I agree. You saying I hear what you're saying. Right? It says this allows the narcissist to feel heard. A lot of these times, these people just want to feel heard. They just want to feel like their words have value. Right? Which might be all you want to say if you want to de-escalate and not further discuss the point of contention. This statement may be one of the fastest ways to de-escalate a narcissist because everyone desires to feel heard. That's true. While you may not agree with what a narcissist is saying, simply stating that you are listening can be enough. Right, that's true. Okay. Verse 4, I'm sorry you feel that way. Okay. Right? I'm sorry you feel that way. Right? Somebody could come up, even in your day-to-day situation. That's a good disarming thing. Right? And the easiest way to disarm a woman is just to give her compliments. Especially if she's an older woman. I like your shoes. I like your hair. And they totally disarm. They just drop the weapon. Right? Verse 5, everything is okay. Verse 6, we both have a right to our own opinions. Right? That's a good one. Right. Agree to disagree. Right? Same thing. I can accept how you feel. Oh, listen what it says. It says, don't fight a narcissist when you disagree with them because you won't convince them or change their mind. If a nigga can't get it, we moving on. You can talk to a nigga till he blue in the face. If it ain't right, he not gonna get it. That's why we ain't doing no sit downs with vocab. We ain't doing no sit downs with no Christians. We not going back and forth. We not doing no debates here at Great Millstone. Why? Because it's not gonna bring no type of edification. It's not gonna convert. You're not gonna convert them. They're not gonna convert us. Simply saying you accept their opinion or how they feel without fighting back cuts off their supply. Right? So somebody can come up in a raw spirit. If you match their spirit, it's only gonna go up. You gotta know how to we have to learn how to de-escalate. That's the key. That's something that's a necessary tool that comes with wisdom. Okay, I don't like how you're speaking to me, so I will not engage. That's good to say. Sometimes some people come up in a wrong spirit. You just simply tell them, I don't like the way you're talking to me, so I'm not going to talk to you. Right? That's a good one. I'm not going to argue anymore. I am see, we're done here. Right? I am capable of doing what I want regardless of what you think. Right? You tell these Christians we don't have to listen to you. You don't have no authority up here. We could get up the block. I understand, right? We can agree to disagree. I see where you're coming from. This is all Yaiqua words. This come from Jake, man. This come from Jake talking to Esau. I want to share how I feel. Your perspective is interesting, right? Right, you're not saying their perspective is right or wrong. It's not neither good or bad, but interesting. It allows for the narcissist to sit in their feelings, try to understand and make them pause. The pause can be a good moment to use another phrase to further calm the situation. I like how you think. That kind of makes sense. You bring them down a notch. Instead of saying, nah, fuck that. You talking shit. You ain't, fuck you. You shouldn't be saying fuck you to people that walk up to the camera. They may say something negative or something. You shouldn't just bust out and say, hey, fuck you. Nah, for what? Ain't no edification in that. And now they turned up. You know what I'm saying? For what? Can we aim to be respectful in our conversation? That's a good one too. All right? So, that's just some tips, which of course the scriptures give us the ultimate tips on dealing with individuals like this. And there's scriptures that can go on and on. Scriptures tell you catch more bees, right? With honey, right? I think there's a scripture that's the same, but they get it from the scripture. I know, what is it? Vinegar to the teeth. Okay. Yeah, I believe that's just a worldly saying, but the scriptures speak about, a smooth word turning away wrath. How do fellas get that? A soft answer turneth away wrath. Proverbs 15:1. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. See, and look what the NLT says. A gentle answer deflects anger, but harsh words make tempers flare. Verse 2. The tongue of the wise useth knowledge aright. You see? So in this truth, that should be one of our top priorities. Okay? Becoming a better and great and effective communicator. Okay? Knowing what to say, what not to say, when not to say. Okay? How to say, how not to say. Right? Sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it, right? Sometimes not what you say is when you say it. Okay? But the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness. Okay? Oh, let's jump down. Verse 4. A wholesome tongue is a tree of life, but perverseness therein is a breach of spirit. You see, so your words are very powerful. This is Romans 12. And this is the key point. Verse 18. Let's start at 17. Recompense to no man evil for evil. Provide things honest in the sight of all men. So we shouldn't be in the spirit of having tit for tat. And of course, these are first and foremost unto the Akim that are, within. But this, if you take these scriptures and apply it to anybody, you can never go wrong. Okay? It says, provide things honest in the sight of all men. So it's in NLT, it says that everyone can see you are honorable. So this is for everybody. Unto, the Akim first, but to everybody. Verse 18, it says, if it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. Okay? So that means you have to put in effort. You have to, it said at all possible, meaning you have to put in maximum effort, right? It's up to us to keep peace and to de-escalate situations and to stop and prevent, fights and arguments and all these things that do not edify and only going to bring trouble. Could lead to you being arrested, could lead to you getting your ass beat. You know what I'm saying? Could the Lord couldn't allow you to get your ass beat if you don't properly use the wisdom and the spirit to disarm somebody and de-escalate a situation. You in the spirit of King Dingling thinking you can, Billy Badass your way out of any situation and end up getting your ass beat. It happens. Shit. Okay. Verse 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. So you shouldn't even be in the spirit of trying to, if somebody say something to you, you got to say something back. Or somebody, say something to you, so you got to put your hands on them. You got to get your lick back. Right? And we have to fight that. I fight that. Because you actually feel it. When somebody do something to you, man, I got you. And you start thinking, you get ready to, man, I got something for your ass. You ready to do something. And sometimes you have to do things, but you got to do it with wisdom, though. You can't just be direct and openly, attack someone. You gotta do it, you gotta do it in a subtle way, a discreet way, right? With wisdom. You gotta pray on it, and the Lord can deliver your enemy into your hands, right? But you can't just be impulsive. And on top of that, you gotta attempt to de-escalate the situation, right? Verse 20. But Salakia, it says, "For it is written, vengeance is mine." So the Lord is gonna get that person. That's faith. You gotta have faith to believe that. If you don't have faith, you think you gotta avenge yourself. You think you gotta do something. But if you really, really believe that the Lord is with you, then you already know the Lord's gonna get that person. Especially if you put up the curses, you already know it. So that disarms you. that helps you to chill out. Right? Verse 20. "Therefore, if thine enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink. For in so doing, thou shalt heap coals of fire on his head." So that's how you disarm somebody, literally disarming them. Right? Verse 21. "Be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good." So you don't stoop down to their level. You maintain your integrity. You maintain your faith, your wisdom, your wits. And use your wisdom, use your wits to get out of that situation. Don't use the flesh, don't use carnality, because that's going to get you deeper in the mud. Only by wisdom, only by spirit are we gonna win. Okay, you may get win one carnal battle, think you won, you didn't win. You really lost. Okay, because when the next situation arises that's bigger than that, you try to use that same carnality that you thought got you out the last situation, and you're gonna end up losing horribly. You see? So it starts now. It starts us practicing these maneuvers, these spiritual maneuvers right now. So when the persecution comes, when the hell comes, when the fire really turns on, when the heat is really on, we already are adapted to moving in the spirit, moving with wisdom. Okay? So that's just something I really wanted to speak on through the spirit. Lord willing, it was edifying. With that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Hakwadash, and to the next one. Shalom.